Welcome to Dolges. I hope you are well. Today we are going to look at Barbie Fashionista number 21. Because number 24 has older style packaging, I'd like to take a minute to appreciate its aesthetic and go over it in a bit more detail. Looking at her, I have also bought quite a few fashionistas from circa 2016, from the time that I didn't collect dolls at this point, and I think it would be good to really start a series where we open them up with older fashion packs, and I think that would be great for the channel because it's something that not everybody does, and I do love the older style fashionistas. Now we are going to take more of a detailed look at the packaging of this older fashionista. Of course, if this is not for you, feel free to skip to the part where I completely take her out of the box and you can see her herself without having to look at this portion. I know that some people enjoy a little bit more detail when it comes to looking at the packaging. Others, like myself at times, don't really like that, so feel free to skip ahead. The timestamp should be there for you. Looking at the backing card, we can see there are diamonds and these are placed in a pattern. They are black and white. A great contrast in design, also helping the doll to stand out quite a bit. Moving to the left of the packaging, we can see the word Fashionista printed on here in this beautiful pink colour. Fashionista is also embossed on the bubble part of the packaging, and it creates a lovely textile feel, especially if you have long nails. It is so satisfying to do this. And that's embossed on there. On the bottom of the packaging we can see fashionistas, and these are 3 of the fashionistas that were included in this wave. This girl in particular I have, she will be getting her own video, and if you do not want to miss out on her video, then the only thing you can do is like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any other uploads from my channel, and that really is the only way, my friend. Okay, it'd be great to have you join me. We can see here on the bottom it says 2015 Mattel, and typically from experience I believe that they year stamp this prior to actual release, so although it says 2015, it well could have been released certainly in the UK around 2016, and that's typically the trend when it comes to Mattel and their toys. Okay, on the back of the packaging we can see the fashionistas from this line. Now there are 3 Kens here. We have number 1, number 2 and number 3, and they are all distinctively easy to be seen because they are blue compared to traditional pink for a girl. Okay, so this is number 21. I have this one. I have number 25. I have her. She is a petite ebony skin color with the most gorgeous eyes, and like her, she's also the Mibbley face mold. So again, if you don't want to miss out on that, press the notification and subscribe and you will be assured when I upload. Number 13 will get her own video as well. And in case you didn't notice, alright, also just a side note, number 24 looks very much like Cedarwood from Ever After High. When I look at these dolls and when I have experienced these dolls, even the petite, they are heavier than the regular fashionistas we get now. They have much more hair, the rooting is better, the quality of hair is better, and the diversity in terms of, not when it comes to the skin tone, of course this was the point of the range, the diversity, but we have diversity in terms of the actual pose. So we don't really get fashionistas now at all that have this whole hip hugging pose. We don't get fashionistas now that have this sort of princess pose either, with the arms the way that they are displayed there. And we certainly don't get this one anymore because a lot of collectors really detest this body mold, but I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So there's probably a few more on here that I would consider getting, but of them all, I mean, the next one I want to get is 24, potentially 16, but the 3 that I have at the moment I'm very happy with: 21, 25 and 13. So hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out, okay? Here we can see she has these gorgeous green eyes with a lighter green highlight just on the inside there of her eye. She has this very fresh pink lip, which isn't overdone. It's perfect for her complexion. She's just got this awesome multitonal hair, which really reminds me of Barbie Fashion Fever, which I do love, of course. Awesome, a vac metal necklace, which is reflective, and now usually you see accessories that we get, they are not reflective, they're just plastic, and I'm not a huge fan, if I'm honest. These straps will deteriorate through time, that's just the nature of the plastic. If you can put nature and plastic in one sentence these days, I said it. Here is her dress, gorgeous python pattern, and it's burgundy based, so it's not pink like traditional Barbie pink. It's burgundy and it's gorgeous, and I love it, and I'm here for it. I think it's everything. Look at her pose. We don't get this pose anymore. How her wrist is positioned, how her legs are positioned in a slight bend. For me, they're like model muse, not as heavy as traditional model muse, but certainly the attitude of how they are positioned is cool. I love it. You can make them look like they're standing in various ways with this one pose, and I'm a fan of it, and I started to collect it because although I love my made to move, BMR 1959 signature, Barbie looks, etc., I am not a fan of when they're wearing something that is exposing their joints, shall we say. I mean, this is Barbie looks, okay? This can be, I'm not saying that it doesn't look good in pictures, but it's not my favourite. Whereas, see how this is much more smooth, there's no joints in her legs. And when you have a curvy doll that is articulated like made to move, it's too chunky and I'm not a fan. I much prefer like the Barbie extra curvies because their knee joints look better. The frill detailing on this dress in particular is beautiful as well, and then we will get into her shoes. So at the bottom of her boots, they do say, they've got the Barbie B logo, which I love. It looks like she has a little stacked heel, which is cute. This is a perfect height, it's one of my favourite heel heights, and because it would probably be the summer that she's wearing this dress, I mean, you could pair this with tights and it would look equally cool, and a little jumper underneath. I actually think that would be awesome. There's so many possibilities and potential with this dress and this doll, from what I can see. Her hair looks layered as well, but let's get back to the boots. So, as I said, if she was wearing this dress spring, summertime, she would want a pair of boots where her feet could breathe, and I believe that is the reason for this particular style of boot in general, to have these little spaces between the buckles so that her feet can actually breathe properly. Because if you have full boots on, unless you know you're used to it, I really like these boots, and especially like them that they're in brown. Don't always see that, to be honest. So without further ado, without boring the pants off you, let's open 21, let's get into what she really looks like out the packaging, and maybe we might try, I don't know, this fashion pack on her. Let's just have a wee look, shall we? Let's get into it. Alright, so now we have taken a look at Barbie Fashionista 21 in her packaging and taking a look at the packaging she's in. We will now unbox her and take a look at her out of the box. Then once we've done that, we will look at her with this fashion pack, which also, this fashion pack was released in 2019, so this is more of a recent fashion pack. So it'd be nice to see what this throwback doll looks like in something a bit more recent. Okay. Alright, starting from the bottom and working our way along. Fabulous. Okay. Now, how do I go about doing this? I think I need some schizeros. One plastic stay still left in her hair. I actually revel in trying to see if I can take them off the plastic just once, and the plastic stays will will stay here rather than staying in her head. It happens sometimes it doesn't, and this is the occasion where it doesn't. So she does feel heavier than the typical fashionista that we get now. She certainly does feel that way. Again, her pose is different. So you can see that here, even her feet, the way that her feet are posed, do you see how they're not the same? Like her leg is bent, and there's a difference to how she stands. Okay, you see how her arm is different as well. Now let's look at herself, her face, her hair. So like I said, her hair is multi-tonal. The rooting is alright in this. I did say earlier that I thought the rooting was better. I do think the rooting is better than some of the ones we get at the moment. I don't know about the wave that's just been released because in the UK we've not got them here yet. There's been, excuse my nail, there's been unfortunately a shortage of the recent toys that have been released in the States compared to where they are here. We're still waiting for a lot of the fashionistas that have been released recently, and you know, Barbie looks, the new Barbie looks wave 3. I'm not seeing a shadow of that on Amazon yet, so if you guys know a link where I can buy them apart from a pre-order on Mattel Creations website, then please hit me up in the comments and let me know about that. I will really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so her hair is multi-tonal. There's not a lot of it, but just enough. It reminds me very much of the Barbie Fashion Fever dolls. And her necklace is really cool as well. It is just the one piece on the back there that we can see. And her head mold is 2011. I said this was the nibbly face mold, but it is 2011. And then her dress is really nice. It feels like this. It is polyester, but it does have that satin-esque feeling, which is nice. It is a decent length as well, which is good to see. And then of course these boots are just everything. Dress is velcroed at the back, and we are going to take the dress off. Plus, the reason why I'm actually taking this off is because I want you to see the body mold that she features. Certainly a lot different from the ones that we get now, very generic. There is a lot more to this fashionista line than meets the eye, and I really do appreciate this older line of fashionistas. I mean, they're not terribly old, they're 2015-ish, so it's not like it's way back into the 90s or whatever. So do you see how her torso is posed? And that's not the same as the regular fashionistas that we get now. Here is a fashionista that we have at the moment, and this is pretty much what we get: up and down arms. I mean, don't get me wrong, they look awesome, okay, but it's really not the same pose. There's a lot of personality in this pose, and I really appreciate that. I really do. I mean, look, that's just cool. Alright, she can look like she's really walking somewhere or just standing in a particular position. I love it. She's gorgeous. Definitely love these body mold and older fashionistas from the Mattel Barbie line. Okay, so this fashion pack is very different from what I would usually buy. I did buy it discounted from a toy store in the UK called The Entertainer, and they're actually quite reasonable. It really depends what you want to buy from them. Some stores will carry older stock. I think most of their older stock is done. However, I did buy quite a few fashion packs here. So we have this dress, we also have this skirt and this other denim skirt as well. And if you want to see these, subscribe, notification bell, and by doing that you will see the other fashionistas try on these skirts. Okay, so we're going to do older throwbacks and older fashion packs, and I think that will be a good series for my channel. Alright, again, packaging really nice on here, graphic packaging. So her dress is really cute, huh? I really do like how that looks. But I'm very keen to see what she looks like in other clothing. That's the thing about fashion dolls, you know, you can never like take away the experience of being able to dress and redress your dolls. It's something that just has to be enjoyed, you know. And then as well, because when we do this and take pictures, it's just so much of an enjoyment, and to be able to take these videos and upload them and have other people appreciate them and possibly find them valuable or useful if you're interested in buying any dolls, I think it's really, really neat. I actually thought this was a two-piece set. It turns out that it's actually not. This is actually attached to the skirt, which is a bit of a bummer, but they might have their reasons for that. But it would have been nice if it was a two-piece, right? Okay, let's be honest. Again, we have these straps that will deteriorate through time, but can easily be fixed with, I don't know, a similar colour of thread or fabric to the dress, I guess. A nice little gold strap would actually look quite nice, I think. Let's try this on her. So this is actually going to be easier because it really is only one piece. I'm not going to try the other I probably will try the other accessories because this is why you are here. Don't think the boots are going to go with this, however. I'm not sure what shoes I would choose for this outfit yet. I've quite a few different shoes and stuff, but the ones that I have, most of my all of my dolls pretty much are actually dressed in clothes. So with that comes footwear, and I don't just randomly have other footwear to choose from because they're all currently being occupied at the moment. And again, on the back of the dress, it is just like a Velcro fastening. Her body type is also 2015, and she was made in China. What do you think? It's alright, isn't it? I'm not like massively impressed by it. I don't know if this dress is for her. I don't think it is for her. I don't think it suits her very well. I don't know what it is. See this bit at the bottom? Can't say I'm a fan of the fabric where you can see the underside of it. If this was lined, I think that it would look better. If this was red, I think it would look better. If this was even yellow like this colour, or gold even, it would look better. I'm not a huge fan of this outfit, and I don't think it's something that I'm gonna really keep, to be honest. It's definitely one for the closet to take up room, or one to sell on, because I'm not a fan. The accessories, just a normal necklace, nothing super special. Okay, I know it is on top of that, but still, I'm not a massive fan. And then we just have her little bracelet here, which I'll just put on this arm and see. Yeah, it's alright. It's not my favourite fashion pack, not honestly. I'm not a fan. Proving the reason to me as to why I didn't buy it when it was a full price. Alright. Okay, so let me just put her back in her original outfit and gather my final thoughts. And here she is, Barbie number 21, pretty in python, and she's gorgeous. I love her body mold, the shape that they've given her. I mean, I think she's just very much of a crossover to me between Barbie Fashion Fever and the Barbie Fashionista line. If you really take away the more articulated Barbie Fashionistas that came before these kind, where they didn't have a lot of the ball jointed articulation, they very much look like a crossover from Fashion Fever in terms of like the hairstyle and stuff, and kind of almost like the clothes. I really like how she's been styled. Everything about her is awesome, and I hope that you enjoy this video. Perhaps you found it informative. Let me know down below in the comments section. And again, if you don't want to miss any more uploads, then the only way to do that, my friend, is to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, comment below. Okay, it'd be great to have you part of the Doll Juice family. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep it real. Peace.